Uh, so how many of you have this confusion? Why am I actually trading on somebody else's, like all the things, all the positions, everything I have actually shown as on my dad's, mom, something like that. So do you have that doubt why I'm doing this? Come on. Some of you are asking like, why am I trading on somebody else's account? So I'm a SEBI registered RA, and there's like a lot of complaints issues when it kind of comes to trading in my own account. So it is not for tax saving. So I personally believe in paying full amount tax. I seriously don't think we should work on tax saving because there's a lot of things that we are getting, guys. And I'll kind of tell you, like, people from Kashmir, you guys will be knowing how much of an investment is being made into the nation's security. And I personally feel that as an individual, as an Indian citizen, how much ever we are earning, we should pay tax equivalent to that. Nothing wrong in that. I personally don't believe in tax saving. I don't think we should be worried about saving on peanuts. Earn more, make more money, because making more money is going to be much more easier than you focusing on tax saving. Think about multiplying your income, pay more tax, be happy. Okay, so tax saving, not about tax saving, it is actually about SEBI's too many complaints, all those stuff. Okay, so that is the reason why I usually have it on parents account. I don't know what is happening, and quite unfortunately 5paisa is not loading. Not really sure why this is not loading. So if this is not loading, I'll place orders through some other platform and I'll show you. Okay, so let's get started. I think most of you guys are already here. Some of you are not, didn't join for the day. So first of all, like I'll analyze the charts of US oil and we'll see for ourselves what could be done. So today, so far, no trade I had done in this thing, like no trade has been taken in, what do you say, in crude oil. Okay, so today expiry day, so we have traded. So today expiry day market, so we have traded. Apart from that, nothing else has been done. Okay, so US oil charts, some internal errors there is 5paisa login. So US oil charts in the daily time frame. That is what we are going to get started by looking at. And the approach that we are undertaking is what we refer to as a top-down approach. So last day, we were kind of actually saying that crude oil is at a key resistance level. Yes or no? Wasn't crude oil at the key resistance level yesterday? So we knew for ourselves that crude oil was basically at a key resistance level yesterday. Okay, the price actually was actually bouncing up from this particular level. The price was in fact just bouncing up from this particular level. It fell down, picked up. Yesterday we said that crude prices were actually at a key resistance level. Okay, so from that particular key resistance level, what happens to the price? So could you just let me know? So what happens to the price of crude from the key resistance level? So what happens to the price from the key resistance level? Okay, so we see for ourselves clearly that the price faces rejection. And what are the price action pattern that we have over here? So this is a 3-candle combination. So what is the price action? Tell me, yesterday only we learned. Not bearish engulfing. Okay, bearish engulfing also you can say. But apart from that, something else is there. So apart from bearish engulfing, I could say that this is somewhat similar to an evening star. Yes or no? So can I say that this formation that we have over here is kind of actually somewhat similar to an evening star? Do all of you agree with me?
So evening star, it has to be a gap up. I'm sorry, but evening star, the top candle where yesterday's candle, it has to be gap up from the previous day, and today it has to be a gap down.
Okay, so once again, evening star is just a 3-candle combination where we have a bullish candle followed by that a small bullish candle, followed by that we have a bearish candle. In fact, the second candle can also be bearish, needn't necessarily be a bullish candle. And there is nothing like the next candle should be gap up, the next candle should be gap down. No, nothing theoretical. It is just a 3-candle combination that shows us that in the first 2 candles, the bulls are getting exhausted, and in the third candle, the bears are gaining strength. So if these 2 conditions are satisfied, it is an evening star. 3-candle combo, where in the first candle it is highly bullish, second candle is very less bullish, and the third candle is bearish, which tells us that the strength is being transferred from the bulls to the bears. It is an evening star. So nothing to do with gap up, gap down. So all those theoretical part, just completely keep it aside. And we need this formation to happen where I told you, when we're looking out for these patterns, or when we're kind of actually looking out for these candle combos, we actually need these candle combos to get formed at some significant levels. Okay, so we kind of actually just need these patterns to get formed at some key levels or at some significant levels. That's it. So randomly here and there, we won't look out for evening stars, morning stars, all those stuff. We will actually look out for these particular patterns, okay, to get formed at some key levels, key resistance or support levels. That's it. So price action wise, at the moment, I can say that we are facing rejection from a key resistance level. That's it. My inference on the daily time frame is that. Now I'm coming into the shorter time frame, that is the hourly time frame. In the hourly time frame, how does the price action look once again? I told you what we figure out, or how we kind of actually look at a clean uptrend or a clean downtrend. So in the hourly time frame, how is the price action looking like? Please let me know. Be fast, guys. Don't take this much time. So in the hourly time frame, how is it? It is in a downtrend. Nobody has any questions on that, correct? We had a swing high, swing low. We have a lower swing high, swing low, a swing high, lower low, and we are kind of actually having a again another high that is kind of actually getting formed. So this is nothing else but a series of lower lows and lower highs that is getting formed. Or this is a typical downtrend formation that we actually witness on the charts at the moment in the hourly time frame. Now I'm coming into the shorter time frame, that is the 15 minutes time frame, and I'll see the price action again. So how is the price action again? So hourly time frame and 15 minutes time frame, price action is going to be almost similar. What is the price action? So I can say that this is a swing low, sorry, swing high, lower low. Yes or no? Can I consider this to be a lower low? Come on, guys, please tell me. Can I consider this to be a lower low? Yes or no? Okay, so this is in fact a scenario where the all support level is being converted to the new resistance, something that we learned yesterday. And all support level kind of being converted to your new resistance level. If you have a level that was initially holding as a support, it is later on being converted to the new resistance. That is what we actually observe over here in this particular case. So what are the price action telling me from this particular price point? Please let me know. So what are the price action conveying to us? Come on, answer. What are the price action over here conveying to us?
Rejection from the resistance. Rejection from the resistance.
Okay, the price action over here.
Resistance.
So the price action over here is basically conveying to us, once again, this is a clear sign of a rejection from the resistance. Okay, and based on all these things that we have learned so far, what kind of a trade can actually be like what is that you can actually figure out?
Sell trade.
Sell opportunities, right? Okay. So now I'll I understood the price action in the this thing US oil. Now I'm kind of looking at crude oil in the MCX. Okay. So if I'm to go for a short based on these logics, let's say I'm going to go for a short over here. I'll keep my stop loss over here at 6,040 something. Consider going for a short at the pricing of like, let's say some 6,000. Okay. The immediate target that I shall be looking out for should be a 1:2. For me to have risk reward ratios to be satisfied. So now the logic over here is the broader term trend is bearish. Hourly trend is bearish. The 50-minute trend is also bearish. I know that this is a key level, and below this particular level, if the price is actually facing rejection from here, if it is to drop down, then I can go for a sell entry. Yes or no? What do you think about it? Let me know your thoughts on this.
Yes, in a way, but
This is
how
bearish.
can?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
basic price action that I'm doing. Tell me yes
yeah,
or no.
yeah, got it. But then when we say that we are going to have a 1:2 ratio, reward ratio, can we just keep it at the previous swing low, or we can just have an extended reward
I'll show you.
ratio
Okay, now I'm
forward?
coming into the hourly time frame. Okay, the hourly time frame, if I have a look at it, if this level is getting broken, there is a chance that the price can fall down to 5960, which is the first level. After that, which is the major swing level, 5880. That is, if this key level is getting broken, price has sufficient space to move from almost the 6,000 levels to 5880, which is lesser than our target. Our target is somewhere at 5930. Yeah, here also there is a support. So can I say that this particular level, like where we have set our target, is also key level? This was holding a support here. This has acted as a support here. So can I say that the price drops down, it can find a support at this location? Yes or
Yeah,
no? Just hold on. Just give me a second, guys. So today one problem is okay. So today one particular problem out here is 5 paisa is not working. Okay, so I'll have to show it through some terminal or stuff. Okay, so now what is the behavior? What is the price action? It is actually not showing confirmation. That is like the bearishness is actually not strong enough. So from 50 minutes, I'm just coming down into the 5 minutes so that I can understand what is happening in the shorter time frame. Okay, but I'm ready to go for a short. Okay, I'm ready to go for a short. So I'll do this with crude. So due to some reason, I'm not able to place a trade straight away from here. I think I'll show it to you on the mobile app then. Web app is not working. Don't know what is going on. And let's not waste time also.
should we also take a trade, or we will just watch
That's
this?
up to you. That is totally up to you. I can't ask. So I can't actually ask somebody to take a trade along with me. So you do your own study, you with your own understanding. Okay. You can actually just take up a trade. So can you see my screen? So today we have booked like almost a 0.5% on like bigger accounts. And on the smaller accounts, we have booked like around a 1%. Okay, so that too I'll just show. So right now, I'm just going to place a sell order in crude at the low of this particular candle with my stop loss at the high. Okay, so the low of this particular candle is somewhere at 5994. So I'll place a sell order oil. Going into my, yeah. So I'm just placing a sell order at 5994. And this is of intraday type. Okay, I'll just show you everything. Just hold on. Okay, guys. So I have placed a sell order. Okay, in crude oil. So if you have a look at it, the order is basically showing pending. Just stop sharing. See, 5 paisa web app is not working due to some reason. That is the reason I'm showing it on my. So just have a look over here. I got today have the wrong one. On crude oil at 5.9. So my logic is simple. If the price is to kind of break, I'm expecting crude to kind of actually just break down. Okay, so somebody is creating noise, so I'm just putting it on. Okay. If this particular swing low of this particular low is actually getting broken, I anticipate that crude would eventually manage to come down to these levels. So this is my view. So we have already entered the trade, and we are placing a stop loss order in this particular case at 6,035. So stop loss we are kind of placing at 6,035. That also we are doing. Okay, so stop loss order we are keeping over here. Why? Because yesterday I told you we should hold on to the trend till when we should be holding on to a trend till when 5 paisa web app is down, but mobile app is working perfect. I could take the trade. So we should hold on the trend till it bends. Okay. So we have created a short, our stop loss over here. Our assumption is that the price is going to come down to the next point, which lies over here, target of 75 points. Now, one particular thing I just wanted to point out to you is whenever we are trading crude, we just make sure that the risk associated with the trade or the risk associated with the position that we have is max to max 50 points on a discretionary trade. Okay. So for a discretionary trade, the max to max risk that we kind of actually take with it is going to be 50 points, not more than that. So now you could ask me why max to max 50 points. The answer is simple. So when crude kind of actually gives a move, probably it can give a 1:2, that is up to 100 points. So expecting a target beyond 100 points is not something that is so easy to achieve. Okay. Expecting a target of more than 100 points in crude is something that is actually not so easy to achieve. And this is in fact the reason why we make sure that we take a risk of max to max 50 points on any discretionary setup that we have to take. When crude gives a breakout, the maximum move or the maximum potential move that it can actually just give is going to be limited to maximum 100 points. Okay. It can give move beyond that also, but that is not so common. So that is the reason I told you, you better check out for setups where the risk associated with the trade is lesser than 50. Because risk is more than 50, though chances of you having a winning trade satisfying the risk reward ratio is going to be lesser. So this is the logic that we can actually use, or anybody out here who's following the session can actually use for taking discretionary trades in crude. Start with the top-down approach, start with the larger time frame, mark the levels in the larger time frame, identify the key points of rejections. Then you come down into the shorter time frame, that is like the hourly time frame, then into the 15 minutes time frame, and figure out for yourself if at all the price action is looking bearish or bullish. If it is looking bearish and you see for yourself in all the larger time frame trends, once again the trend was continuing to be bearish, then you can check out for short opportunities, identifying a setup where you have a favorable risk reward ratio of 1:2. If you have a 1:2, then you can go ahead and punch your trades. If you don't have a 1:2, then just ignore that particular opportunity and wait for a time you get a risk reward of 1:2. So I'll take some questions from your side, and this is actually just some simple logics of price action. Please explain the reason for taking this short trade. So first of all, Basaviraj, the larger time frame crude oil was okay. So I'll just show you. So in the larger time frame, that is like the daily time frame, we figured out for ourselves that crude was actually just facing rejection from a key resistance level. Okay, so the 6,100, 6,100, 6,110 has been a key resistance level for crude, from where crude pricing has been, or crude prices has been facing a rejection. We were capable of identifying this level yesterday also, because this was initially acting as a support that later on converted to the resistance. Then we came down to the hourly time frame, where once again we saw that it was a clear pattern of lower low formation. Okay, in the hourly time frame. So that means this is like a clean downtrend that we were actually just witnessing on the crude charts in the hourly time frame too. Now, when we come down into the shorter 15 minutes time frame, once again, whatever things that we saw in the larger time frame is again being validated. And as I mentioned to you, in the daily time frame, also we had something similar to an evening star. When we are coming into the shorter time frame, we see a pin bar rejection. There is a candle with a long lower wick showing us rejection from the top. And followed by that, we had the next candle that is following up with bearishness. So we just went ahead with a short based on this particular bearish confluence. So we just checked out what will be the stop loss that we had to take. We figured out that the risk associated with the trade is going to be lesser than 50 points, which is fine for discretionary trading. So now we need to look out for an opportunity where we are capable of targeting a 1:2 risk reward ratio. So 37 points risk targeting 75 points means you're getting a 1:2. So now let's see if there is any level in between, or this 1:2 can be achieved or not. So for that purpose, when we are having a look at the hourly time frame, we just figured out for ourselves the next level is kind of once again forming at some sort of a support. That means if the prices to continue dropping, we are going to capture a 1:2. So we just went ahead and took a trade. So this is a pure discretionary trading approach. And as I already told you, you have equal chances for getting the trade right or for getting the trade wrong. 50-50 chances for you to be right or 50-50 chances for you to be wrong in this discretionary trade. Why? Because this has been a trade purely based on price action, and all you have in your favor is the risk reward ratio. But you know that even if you're going to win just half of the times, you're still going to end up making money by trading these kind of setups. And anybody can trade this. The only thing is you just need a conviction, or you just need a confidence to hold on to your position till your target or stop loss. Now, people could ask, will we hold with the same stop loss till the target? The answer is no. As soon as you see that here to the risk is 37 points. So as soon as you kind of actually see or figure out for yourself that the trade has actually given a move of almost 35 points in your favor. So as soon as you kind of actually see the trade has given almost a 35 points in your favor, that is trade is actually on your winning side in your favor, you can consider bringing down your stop loss to your entry. So can you tell me, is the trend continuing to be bearish now? Yes or no? So right now the trade is actually giving us almost, this is just one particular lot that I traded right now. And the trade is actually almost some 17, 18 points in our favor. So that's like almost 1,800 rupee profit. Okay. So as soon as you have like a 1:2, you could just consider giving a trail. Okay. So this is capital for one lot. Let me just check.
Uh,
It
will
has
it
usually
face?
take around 2 lakh rupees to do one lot futures. So tomorrow, whatever trade I'm going to show is going to be on options. Okay. So if you don't want to, don't have 2 lakhs to trade, you can do trading in crude oil with 20,000 also. The difference is rather than trading crude oil futures, you'll be trading crude oil mini. There's something called as crude oil mini that can be traded. So here, this time, once the price touches this particular level, we'll bring our stop loss to our cost. That means we'll trail our stop loss. Once it touches this point, that is almost in between 5970, will actually, yeah, it's almost there. So you can modify your stop loss to your cost, that is to your entry. So here, if you have a look at it, oh my God, I have a bad mistake. So if you have a look at it, your entry was done at 5993. Okay, 5993 is where your entry was done. Current pricing is 5959. Our stop loss, we can actually bring it down to our entry, which is 59. What was it? So we can bring the stop loss to our entry right now, guys, because price has already given 44 points in our favor. Just have a look at it. So crude has actually given a sharp drop. It has given almost a good significant move of more than 45 points. Okay, you can bring it down to your entry, no? Yes or no? Please answer. So I'm just bringing our stop loss to 5959. Bringing our stop loss to 5990. So that this trade is basically risk free right now. That means we are not going to have any loss in this particular trade. Okay. So how many points are we running at? Almost 33 points now. Now 33 points because the price has faced some bounce. But let me tell you guys, as a trader, you're going to make money by having the conviction to hold on to your winning trades, because crude can in fact give even 100 points more again. So holding on to your winners, that is going to help you in the long run. So here though we had just traded a single lot over here, but if you're trading multiple lots, then an ideal thing to do is you'll consider booking partial profits. Okay, because you know that okay, the trade has become risk free. You seriously don't have nothing to lose. And this is definitely the best part that you can actually just get as a trader. Just think that you're taking a trade and you don't have anything to lose. Or really don't you really don't have anything to lose. Love you, sir, made good amount. Then send me the money. Okay. So then you can send me the money. You made good money. Okay. Yeah. So just hold on to it. Just keep trailing based on the price action. So here though, if I zoom out, let me just have a look at it, the hourly time frame. So I see that this is also a support. Okay. Seems like the support is getting broken. And if the support is getting broken, the next level comes somewhere at 599, 5933. So I think I'll just hold on to it. And for now on this particular trade, there is nothing much to do. So this is why I told you like crude, once it usually picks up a trend, it tends to travel in the same direction for a larger duration of time. That is, once a trend is actually clear or evident in crude, so let's say it's bearish. So it's bearish from yesterday night or from today morning. It has been continuously bearish. It has been continuously forming lower lows and lower highs. So you can ride the trend. Can we trade in Zerodha or any other broker? You can trade in any broker. That is up to you. The logic is all the same. Now, if you don't know how to place orders, I'll send you a video showing how you can place orders. Okay. So I think I'll take some questions for now. There is nothing much to do with this trade right now because already we are more than 1:1. Almost 1:1.5 we are at. So you can trail it down further now. So 5990, I'm just trailing the stop to 5980. That is, anyways, for sure, we are going to make a good profit. So the risk that we have taken, so we are going to cover from the trade for sure. So now the thing is, are we capable of achieving a 1:2 or not? Okay. I used to trade in crude oil, but stopped due to margin issue. Then you can trade in crude mini right now. Crude mini you can trade. I'll take some questions from your end. Feel free to ask your questions. So just feel free to ask your questions now. So now we have just modified the stop to 5980. That is below our entry. Our entry was at our entry was at 5993. Right now our stop loss is at 5980. That is, anyways, we'll have like 13 points. Okay. So any questions you have on the first discretionary setup that I have discussed, you can ask. So there is nothing much to do in today's session. Tomorrow we'll learn a rule-based system, and also I'll show you how to trade the same. And I'll share a library with you where you can actually see how I had taken many discretionary trades in the past based on what I discussed with you. And here, once again, the chances you're going to make money is 50-50. But when you make money, you try to make twice of what you're putting at risk. That's it. So go ahead, ask your question.
So it looked easy to trade this one.
One more
Is
thing,
this
Yasser, let me tell you, I'm doing this for the last 6 years. Okay. So someone who's getting started, this won't be the decision-making process is going to be slow. It's going to take you time for sure. But with practice, you can do.
so? I was going to ask the same thing. Is it going to be like this easy every time?
Nothing is easy in life.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not at all easy. Nothing is easy. But at the time of entering the trade itself, I'm familiar with the fact that there is equivalent chances of me having a losing trade or a winning trade. So for the last batch, crude oil batch that I had did like you, out of 4 trades that we took, 1 trade was winning. Sorry, 1 trade was losing, 1 trade was break even, and 2 trades were winning. Okay, so it can be like 2 trades losing and 2 trades winning also, and vice versa. Those are things not in our hands. So here I know that there is a swing low getting broken. And now can you tell me which will be the new resistance for crude if it is to pick up? Can I say that this will be the next resistance? Yes or no? What is this? So can I say that this is going to be the next resistance? Okay, we are at our target, guys. Done. 1:2. So we are having around 70 points. Good enough. 72 points. Happy? So who all are sending me money? So we have like 72 points gain, and we have done our 1:2. So in fact, let me tell you, like, if at all I was actually trailing multiple lots, then I would have booked half and I would have left the half to run. Okay. But since here though this is just a single lot trade that we had done, it is good that we book completely at the 1:2. So I hope you can see. Okay. So since you are kind of actually trading a single lot, it is highly recommended that you kind of actually just cut it at the 1:2 because that will be the best practice out there. On the other hand side, if you are someone who's actually trading multiple lots, then you could think about booking half of your quantity and letting the rest to run. Why? Because at times crude kind of gets you a small move first, and after that it kind of actually gives you a big crazy move also. So those things can happen in crude, because this thing, like once it starts trending, it usually continues going trending for a very long duration of time. It can be on the bearish side or on the bullish side. But what I wanted to say is, now at this particular point in time, if crude is to bounce back, then the new level of resistance is actually going to be this. Okay, fine. So we are done with the trade. So we are kind of actually booking 70 points. And now let me tell you, we took a risk of like 37 points. We are kind of actually booking like 71 points. Okay. So the thing is, now let's say tomorrow the trade that we're going to have is going to be a losing trade. But do we lose money? Tomorrow the trade that we are going to take, or the setup that we are going to get tomorrow, is also going to be losing. What happens? Do we lose money? No, we won't actually lose any money, because we are sitting on a cushion of the two times risk that we have actually taken. So tomorrow if I'm losing, also I'll be losing this 1 out of 2. Still I'll be in profit. So that is how we manage it. 2 trades you take, one is going to be losing most probably. Okay. How much capital is required to trade crude mini? 10% of what is needed for the mega contract is to be 20K. It's the same for stocks. No, whatever I'm discussing is for crude. Okay. Is that it for today, or do we have any? Mohan, let me ask you. I'm discussing 50 strategies with you. How many will you be able to follow? Or do you need just one particular strategy that you can actually trade or you can take action on? These are the things that I'm looking at, and I don't look at complex stuff. I just look at simple things. And
Hi, Hari.
it's all about practice. Let me tell you, it's all about practice, nothing else.
Hari, what I'm asking is this
Yeah.
the only setup you wanted to tell today?
Today
or there
is the only thing. This is the only thing that we are following for discretionary. So tomorrow, let me tell you, like we'll discuss one rule based also. This discretionary thing, let me tell you, the reason I have been able to take trades really fast is because I'm doing this for so long. Okay, but you will take time. But I'll tell you, these things are more than enough for you to trade. No need too many indicators, nothing. And I'll share the library, which has a lot of trades. You can just watch through. Same logic. Equal number of winning trades and equal number of losing trades, but you can count how much points we are collecting still.
Hari, I'm in this market for last 3 years. These things
Okay.
are very, very simple. You can check out on any YouTube channel. It's not,
Okay.
not something that is, I know, but I like, as you said, that the discipline is required and the trust is required. But yes, so I got your point. Thank you so much. So just wanted to know. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, Mohanji. I totally appreciate that. But let me tell you, see, when I got started in the markets, no, this was actually, I got started in the markets when Upstocks was RKSV Securities. Okay. But that point in time, let me tell you, like I wasted a lot of time trying out too many complex stuff. But the thing is, let me tell you, whatever complex strategy you're going to follow, or whatsoever strategy that you're going to follow, every strategy has a capability of making money only if your risk reward ratio is right. Now, the second thing is, you know that, okay, trade has a risk reward ratio, but let me ask you honestly, how many of you would have the confidence or conviction to hold on to your trade for a 1 to 2? We got started with the trade by taking a 37 points risk. But how many of you would have the confidence to wait till it to give you a 1 to 2? No. When we're taking a risk of 37 points, no, once we see a 10-point profit, we'll exit. As soon as you see a 10 points profit only, you will exit it. You won't have the confidence to hold. But when it comes to loss, you'll take, or you'll book the full 40 point, 37 point loss. But profit, small profit, you will kind of actually book. This is human nature, because your monkey mind or our monkey mind is such that small profit will consider it to be winning, but loss will take big loss. So this comes only with practice, and at least 100 trades you should take with any strategy. I would say before judging any strategy, you should take 100 trades with real money, not with virtual money. With real money, you take 100 trades, you test your discipline, you test your patience. If you can do that, then only you come into trading. Trading is not for everyone. I'll be very honest. trading is not meant for everyone. Only if you are very patient, only if you are very disciplined, you are very dedicated, committed. Do at least 100 trades with any setup. Okay, I think I have at least a library of some 40-50 trades that I had done in crude oil that I had done for this crude batches only. I'll share that with you. You'll understand that out of the 40 trades, I was making profits only on maybe 20 trades out of 40 or maybe 15 out of 40. But still, on the winning trades, we are targeting more than what we are putting at stake. Some trades, though, it is hitting the tail stop loss. Some trades, it is exiting at break even and so on. But end of the day, risk reward is the only thing that will help. You close your eyes and take a trade with 1:2 risk reward ratio. Most probably, you'll end up being a profitable trade. But for you to have that conviction to hold on to your winning trade, it'll take practice. Okay. One more thing I wanted to say. The reason I told you we'll take trades only when our risk is lesser than 50 points is because of the fact that when trade gives a move, okay, when crude kind of gives a move, you can target up to 100 points on a breakout. More than 100 points also it can move, but chances that more than 100-point move is going to come is very less. So make sure that the max risk that you're taking with any discretionary trade you're taking is not more than risk is not more than 50 points. Okay. So guys, all the questions that you're asking is very genuine, very good questions also. I appreciate that. So please don't waste time looking at too many setups. Now, I'm not asking anybody to follow the trading style I taught you. If you have a trading style, you follow that only. No need to try to copy what I'm doing. Only thing I'm emphasizing on is risk reward. Only thing, let me tell you, neither mine nor your strategy is the best strategy. And there is no best strategy in the world. Okay. Only thing is risk reward and use developing your discipline and conviction to hold on to your trade, winning trade. Losing trade though, be hard and fast, come out as soon as your stop loss levels are getting triggered. Okay. So any few questions on this part?
Is there a fixed? Is there any fixed movement in terms of points that crude will make in a day, like 200 points?
That's what you can't say like that, but on a breakout, you can expect a key level breakout. You can expect 60 to 100 points on a key level breakout. That's possible. It's not tough.
No, I'm not talking about the breakout. I'm talking about the full day trading.
No, I can't. We can't say anything like that. But on a key level breakout, so because we are trading breakouts over here, we are doing trend following. So we are just concerned only about the movements that is happening on a breakout. But if you ask me on average, how much does it move? I could say 100 points.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. In any news, anything we should follow before?
Yesterday, sir, yesterday I showed you a set of websites and Twitter handles that you can follow in order to track things related to crude. But once again, these things are for you to understand why this thing is happening. Now, if you ask me, can I take a trade based on that? The answer is no. Okay.
Is it Sunday's trade? Because you're saying about Sunday trade, or because yesterday I didn't find any recording anything.
Yesterday I was discussing about price action, sir. Okay. Before that, I'll share with you. I'll share some reference material. Just have a look at it. Sundays.
Okay.
Okay.
What was the logic behind this particular trade that you took today?
Clean price action, swing level, low breakout. Basic price action. That's it.
Sir, can you mark your entry again, sir, on the graph?
I will also share it. I'll actually share the screenshot if you don't mind. The price levels.
Hello.
Can I share the screenshot of the orders in the group?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello.
Yes. Sir, you took an entry, right? So based on that candlesticks graph. So can you mark on what basis you have taken, sir?
Okay, sure. See, Just have a look over here, the 15 minutes time frame. Okay. So if I have a look over here, I see for myself there was a pin bar rejection from here. So which was an all support level that turned out to be a new resistance. Okay, that's the first logic. Second logic is after this particular bearish candle that is showing us rejection, we see a follow-up. Okay, so I went ahead and took a short position exactly at 5994. Okay, that is somewhere over here. So I'll come down into the 5 minutes time frame. So you could ask me why 5994 to be specific. So have a look over here. So 5994 was in fact the low of this particular candle. So as soon as this particular low is getting triggered, the low of this particular 5-minute candle is actually getting triggered, we went ahead with a short because we know that if we enter at this particular point, we are getting a good risk reward ratio. That's it. And we know that the trend of crude has been bearish for the entire day. Hourly time frame, it was forming lower lows. The 15 minutes time frame also it was looking bearish. 5-minute time frame, we took our entry. So you can take your entry in 15 minutes time frame also, not much of a difference.
Okay, so the thing is like yesterday was thought TDA, so you're following that, like you're
See,
from
TD
one
is
day.
not a big concept. Top-down analysis. You start from the larger time frame, come into the shorter time frame. Simple as that.
Okay, so we have to take either at 15 or 5 minutes time frame, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I usually trade in the 15 minutes time frame, but today though took an entry based on 5 minutes. And as I mentioned to you, if you're trading multiple lots, so usually when we have trade executions happening in code, we usually punch around 40-50 lots across multiple accounts. Okay. So if you're booking profits, then what we do is we make sure that we are trailing it. That is, we kind of actually keep trailing it. We do partial booking, all those things. So here though, let's say after 1:2, you can hold the rest of your quantity. You can book, if you're trading, let's say 50 lots, you can book 25 lots, the rest 25 lots, you can let it run. So maybe it is going to give another 50 points, who even knows? Correct. So that is how you trade crude. So don't be hard and fast with your exits. Keep trailing it because crude can even give a 300-point fall. It can happen.
Sir, can we use the same this mentality or setup in Nifty and Bank Nifty also?
To be very honest, theoretically yes, but the volatility is different or the structure is different.
Because like volatility basically is based on this number of trades, this is the volume, because volume here is less, is it?
Not actually. See it's like asking like, can I run a business in India similar to what I'm doing in Dubai? Maybe the same business, but approach will be totally different, right? Too many things will be different. So same way here also the same things happen. So these particular logic that we are doing is majorly meant for trading in crude.
Fine, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Any other questions, guys?
So should we consider while trading these psychological numbers, should we keep them in mind, like 5,900, that's what crude is right now at that level, and like 6,000, 6,100.
Just ignore it. Nobody even cares about your Indian rupee value. This is something that is traded in US dollars. So every $1, every $1 will be a psychological level there.
No, because I was looking at every time right now, if you look at the chart, it's at 5,900 and it stopped it there for a momentarily and it went back. It was trying to go towards back.
No. Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
Okay.
Guys, don't think too much. Okay.
Yeah, I think we have really complicated our trading.
Okay.
I mean,
See,
like,
I'll tell
we
you
have
like,
spoiled ourselves.
don't think too much. See, majority of your problems in life is because you think too much. I stopped thinking too much and my life has been so good. I'm honestly telling you, like, I was someone who used to overthink a lot. What if this happens? That fan falls on my head. Don't think that way. You see a setup, you take a trade, 1:2 risk reward, done. Move to the next. And also one more thing, like at any particular point in time when we're trading position swings, we have multiple positions running. It is not like one trade we take and we pray for it to reach our target. No, we'll have multiple positions running, half of which will fail, half of which will win. That's it. It's not in our hands. Is this in our hands? Can I say price will follow? No. Can you say no? None of us can say. Only thing is we can react to the markets. So now somebody will be like, oh, I exited. I booked only this much profit. I could have booked this much more. So then you should have a crystal clear plan that you're going to do partial booking at the time of your entry. You should have traded multiple lots. So all those things, have it in your system. Have it as some clear, crystal clear rules for yourself. Okay. And don't think too much, guys. We should use our brains, but on productive stuff, not for overthinking. Because the more we complicate it, no, the bad it gets. So I think for the day, I'm just done. I seriously don't have anything else to discuss for the day. So after this, I'll quickly share, like, I have to keep a recording for what I did, what happens to the trade that we did in today's morning session. So just keep a recording for the same. If you want to continue, you can actually continue, else you can just leave. I'm just going to explain like the summary of
Hey,
what happened.
Hari,
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
larger time frame,
Yeah.
what's your view in the larger time frame? Like, do you feel like there will be a bullish
It's rejection
reversal?
right now. So at the moment, it is actually showing rejection, and I'm going to be trading intraday only for at least for this 1-2 weeks. I'm going to be trading intraday only. So I'll just see to the day-to-day happenings and trade. So at the moment, it is just showing rejection.
Okay.
Yeah, one more thing, like for this crude mini, I think the price is coming around 20K. So for 1 rupees movement, how much like in options we used to
10
get?
rupees, 10 rupees,
10
10
rupees.
rupees.
Okay.
Sir, you said you'll be sharing that library of your previous trades.
I'll share it on your WhatsApp.
Okay, fine.
So cool, guys. I think we can just wind up for now. Okay. So pretty much about it. Tomorrow we'll see a rule-based system and we'll see for trades based on this. Okay. The reason I told you 8:30 is because the price was not heading anywhere. Some people ask like, why did you change the time to 8:30 rather than 8? Thing is, if it came at 8 also, we'll just sit here and do nothing. Okay. So I didn't want to waste my time or your time. That's the reason I kind of shifted it to 8:30. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm done. Any last questions? So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Have a great day. Thank you. So now after this, I'm just going to quickly explain like what I personally did in this thing like.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, do you never follow trend line in crude?
Trend line, yeah, maybe yeah. There could be a trend line support. Yeah.
Hello. Can you
Yeah,
repeat
there
it?
could be a trend line support, but see, I'm not looking into too many things, man. Risk reward is there, so I trade. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.